Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today is, the drain is just draining right now. That's fine. We're gonna keep going with it. Today is Saturday, March 30th. I know I said I was gonna do a bikini reveal, but I had to send the bikini back. We're doing some alterations to it, so we will delay that for another video. So instead, I thought it would be fun to do a meal prep video. We have been really enjoying making meal preps, and I feel like we've gotten a lot of good feedback, and this is a meal prep that we have enjoyed throughout my whole prep, and I'm lucky enough to be able to continue to eat it, and so it's probably going to be one of the last times we make it, so I'm going to show you guys. So without further ado, let's get into this spaghetti meal prep video. So the ingredients that you'll need to make this protein spaghetti is 96% lean, 4% fat, extra lean ground beef, protein plus penne pasta that has 17 grams of protein per serving, Classico fire roasted tomato and garlic tomato sauce. We have frozen broccoli florets, sliced mushrooms, 1 white onion, and 1 green bell pepper. All right, so step 1 is going to be, obviously, brown your hamburgers. So we're gonna throw both of these pounds of beef into a pan and cook it right up real nice. Now that the beef is pretty much mostly all brown, I like to get any excess oil grease out, and the easiest way to do it, especially when this is super heavy, is to just shove a paper towel in there and let it absorb the grease. So as I said before, this is 96 lean, and this is still how much fat comes out. Once I get all of the extra grease out, I season with a little bit of garlic powder, some onion powder, and some black pepper. And we're gonna mix it all in. So I just turned the beef down, and over here I have already set up my scale with my measuring bowl. So it's set to 0 grams so that when I put this beef in the bowl, we'll know how much cooked beef we have to distribute through our meal preps. Okay, and we have 647 grams of cooked ground beef. We are weighing the onion now, so we know exactly how much raw onion we are going to be using for this prep, and call it there. Okay, 283 grams. $175 grams of green bell pepper. For the last veggie, mushrooms, we obviously bought it packaged, and it says right here that it's 227 grams of raw mushrooms, so no need to get the scale out for this guy. And I'm just gonna throw it right in here with the onions and the bell peppers and let them saute. The awesome thing about all of these veggies is that it's going to be a ton of filler. It's gonna make your spaghetti have so much bulk to it. It's gonna feel like a huge meal, and this is very low calorie vegetables. Usually, if you were just dieting, you wouldn't even necessarily have to track these. I'm tracking it just because it's so far into my prep, but obviously this is all healthy ingredients. Adding it is just going to give you vitamins, bulk, and flavor. So these are just going to continue to cook, and I am just going to fill you guys in on why I wrote down all these numbers. It actually serves a very important purpose, and that is because I took all of my raw ingredients and I weighed them prior to cooking because they're gonna change in weight and they're gonna mix together, and I'm not gonna know exactly how much onion's going in this, whatever. So if you take and you weigh all of your raw ingredients, then that way you know you can divide it between 6 meal prep containers, and whatever your totals are divided by 6, that's how you're gonna track each one of your meal preps so you know the ingredients. And it's super easy. MyFitnessPal is gonna have all of these things already in it, ready for you. You're gonna put your grams in and boom, just like that, your meal prep is on the road to success. Following suit with the division part of this meal prep is that I'm gonna use this entire jar. So this whole jar is 600, can you see that? 680 grams. So I know that if I divide 680 grams by 6, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and write down on my paper to track later. So I'm gonna pour all of this into my pan and give it a stir. We're gonna let that simmer for a couple of minutes. We put some water on the stove, it's boiling. I'm gonna add my protein pasta, and we didn't have that much. We already weighed it. We have 165 grams of pasta, which means that we weighed uncooked again, and so that comes out to 28 grams per meal prep. So I'm really glad that we got all these veggies and whatnot because we didn't end up having that much pasta. So this is going to be a smaller spaghetti. Perfect timing. Now that I have strained my pasta, I'm going to weigh it so I know how to divide it between my 6 meal prep containers. And it looks like we have 371 grams of cooked protein pasta. Now that all of my food is cooked, I'm gonna stick my bag of broccoli florets into the microwave, and it says to cook for 4 to 5 minutes. I'm gonna cook it for less time because, do I put it this way? This side up. Because it's gonna just get cooked again and again and again every time you heat up your meal prep. So we're gonna do 3 minutes. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so here comes the fun part of the whole meal prep process, which is we're gonna start dividing all of our ingredients one at a time into these bowls. So I weighed my pasta, it weighed 371 grams cooked, so I divided that by 6. It ends up being 61 grams per container, so I'm going to leave the pasta in the bowl. I'm going to tear out my scale every time. So it says 0 right now, so I'm gonna try and take out 60 grams of pasta. It's 26, 49, 60 exactly. So I'm gonna just do this into all of these containers, and then I'll show you the next step. So pasta is in the prep containers. I've already weighed my beef. I wrote it down earlier. It came out to 647 grams cooked, so I'm gonna divide 108 grams into all the meal prep containers as well. Next is the broccoli. Oh wow, it did. 338. The bag says 340, so this is totally accurate. So I'm gonna take 340, I'm gonna divide it by 6, and I'm gonna put it into the meal prep containers. The last step to this meal prep is going to be dividing out our pasta sauce. I've already calculated it, and I'm gonna be putting 189 grams into each meal prep container. These meal preps are so humongous. This is what I love about prepping your own pasta, is that if you were to go to any restaurant, this would be a packed carb overload, tons of butter, fat, all of that, and it's not for me tonight. So I have put all of my ingredients into my FitnessPal, and it was a lot of ingredients, but the final macros you can see are 403 calories, 42 carb, 9 fat, and 44 protein, and only 473 milligrams of sodium, which I'm just saying, that's great. This is an awesome, supercharged meal, and that's that. All right, I am going to put lids on these meal preps. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video. As you can see, meal prepping does not have to be hard. It's very easy, it's super healthy, and I encourage all of you to give this a try yourself. So if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and keep following me on my NPC Bikini Prep series. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I'm gonna go eat food, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.